Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I wanted to do a get ready with me, just probably for a cute, simple little look. Really, I've been dying to play with the Sea Talk palette from Odin's Eye and Lauren Made Beauty, just because these two shades right here are pretty much screaming my name. So I wanted to do a simple neutral look with those. And then I thought, you know what, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's do a tattoo tour and just talk about all of my tattoos. I've wanted to do a video like this forever, but I didn't feel like I had enough tattoos to really sit down and talk about them for a whole get ready with me. But I have 7 tattoos now. Still doesn't feel like nearly enough, but I thought it'd be fun to go through and talk about each one, my experience, and also get ready at the same time. So let's just start. I feel like the thing about me and tattoos is that I tend to be very spontaneous. Only 2 of my tattoos were actually genuinely thought out. The others I kind of just got on a whim, and overall I only have 1 regret. So we'll get to that when we get to it. But my very first tattoo is on my ribs. I will show you guys in literally just a moment. My hands are kind of a mess right now. But I got this day that my son was born in Roman numerals. His name is Roman, so I thought it was kind of punny and cute, and it just felt like a good first tattoo because it's pretty small. It was spontaneous. I was hanging out with one of my friends from high school. We had not seen each other in years, and it was like, what should we do? And we're like, let's get tattoos. And it was actually low-key not the best experience because the tattoo artist was kind of mean and really quiet and just very cold. And he got mad at my friend when she was on the phone, and I felt like we were just having a good time, and he was annoyed by it. And I don't know, even I had to lift up my shirt and move it out of the way, and he was just do it like this. I don't know, not the best people skills. So not my best experience. And it was also probably, well, most definitely my most painful tattoo. Even though it didn't take very long, it was just right on the bone. And I don't know, it's kind of scared me from certain tattoo placements since. I mean, I don't feel like I have a super low pain tolerance, but it was definitely the most painful. So my hand is clean. I'll show you guys real quick. There it is. Just like I said, definitely a very simple, easy first tattoo. But I literally was obsessed with it when I first got it. I don't know, it still makes me really happy, but you only really see it if I'm wearing a bathing suit. I love it. No regrets at all. And recently my son actually noticed it. Well, actually when I wear gym outfits, sports bra, leggings, you can see it, and my son noticed it then. And he was commenting on it, and he said that he really liked it, and I got to tell him how it's his birthday, and it felt kind of really cool because, I don't know, he's growing up. So the next tattoo that I got was not really that planned out. I just kind of liked this design. It's my cross. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell. Sometimes people don't notice right away that it is a cross, but it's made of the word faith. And I saw it online or something, I think. It's not a super unique, original tattoo by any means. It did mean a lot to me, especially because I felt you know, I had just been through something so hard, and I felt it was you just have to have faith that everything's gonna be okay, that everything's gonna work out. And so it does have some of those meanings behind it as well. But I don't really practice religion anymore, and that's not to say that I don't have my beliefs. I just feel it just, I don't know, I don't want to get too in depth because obviously it's very personal. And you know, my motto is honestly believe whatever you want to believe, as long as it's not hurting anyone, and as long as you're not pushing it on me, that's fine. And that's how I feel for myself as well. So I don't want to go in depth, but I guess I would say that tattoo is probably my only regret, especially because people will see it and ask questions, and I'm oh yeah, that's not exactly me anymore, sorry. But at the same time, some people are so uptight about tattoos, and they're well, what if you regret it? What if you don't like it down the road? And I'm it's not that serious. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not gonna go get it removed. Like, I don't even feel the need to get it covered up. Like, if you don't like something, as long as it's not something like truly terrible, it's fine. It was a good experience. I feel like the tattoo shop was really nice. It's actually the only time I've been tattooed by a woman. And it didn't hurt that bad. The only part that it actually hurt a little bit was like right here when it started hitting the tendon, but it was fine. It was not bad. And I was kind of like so happy with it that I immediately booked another tattoo appointment, and I got my next tattoo within like 48 hours of the last one. It just says treat people with kindness. It's Harry Styles' motto. It is written like in his logo's like writing. So that is very much what inspired it. And I felt like, I mean, you guys know, I love Harry Styles, but I'm not really like about getting tattoos like of people or like anything like too specific, because I mean, people are humans. They do bad things. They disappoint you. Like, you never know what's going to come out about someone like down the road. I mean, I'm not putting those vibes out for Harry. I'm really, really not. But I felt like this was like a safe option, because even if Harry Styles ended up being the worst person ever, I feel like I still stand behind this statement to treat people with kindness and just how important it is. And it was also a really good experience overall. The tattoo artist was really nice. He liked the tattoo because he was like, it's a different vibe than what I normally get. He's like, I'm like tattooing like all these negative things like F the world and whatnot on people, and this is just so wholesome. And I was like, yep, that's me. But the best part is that this area tends to get like really sensitive for tattoos. I've heard a lot of people say that it hurts a lot, but the way that I was like laying down and the way I had my arm out, it ended up just going numb, and it didn't hurt at all. Like, it was not exactly painless, but it was not bad. Like, not at all. I would 10 of 10 would do again. And I did have to get a touch up on that one because some of the letters started fading away and it kind of looked like eat people with kindness. But again, the tattoo shop was super nice. I didn't live near them at the time, so they were like, it's fine. Whenever you're back in town, we got you. And it's honestly one of my favorite tattoos just because I feel like it's so cute and I don't know, I like what it represents. My goal would be to like eventually add more to this. Like, I feel like maybe like adding some flowers and like making it more of a moment, but I haven't gotten that far. Like, it's where it is. I feel like I'm talking so much and I'm going so slow on my face, but am I surprised? Not really. It wasn't for like another like year or two before I got another one, which is a tattoo with my best friend, which I will show you in a second because I have to stand up for this one. It's the only one that's on the lower half of my body. I realized recently like all of my tattoos are just like higher up. Okay, this is a terrible idea, but there's my next tattoo. A little heart with some purple and some blue. So that would be one of the ones that's not spontaneous because my best friend and I have been best friends since middle school. We technically met like at the end of second grade. It's crazy. But we didn't become best friends till middle school, and she became my like, I don't know, like we will be friends forever, no doubt about it kind of friend. When we were younger, we started like, we would text each other and we would send like a blue heart. Well, I would send her a blue heart like because that represented her. She would send me purple hearts because that represented me, because that was our favorite colors. And I've actually talked about this before because if you guys remember my collaboration palette that I did, there was a shade named Hearts and it was like a blue purple duochrome and it was based off of her. So same concept, like that was like always our thing. And so whenever I saw her in Florida, I don't know, maybe like 2.5 years ago or something now at this point, we wanted to get a tattoo and we already knew we wanted like a blue and purple heart. But then when we actually started like looking at the design, we were like, that's so simple. And like, I don't know, we wanted a little bit more pizzazz to it. So we saw this like type of tattoo online, but it wasn't exactly what we wanted. We wanted the blue and the purple flowers. And we were able to find a tattoo shop in Destin actually, because that was the only place that was like taking walk-ins, and it was like expensive because it was Destin. But it was worth it. And it was honestly like the weirdest experience in terms of like it was just so fast. Like the tattoo, I know it's a pretty simple tattoo, but like the guy did it in like 10 minutes, 10 minutes tops, like including prep work and everything. And I mean, luckily, like I can't get this highlighter open. I never can. Luckily, I haven't needed any touch-ups, and like he did a good job. It didn't like fade away. Like it's doing what it's supposed to do. But it was just so fast, and it did hurt a little tiny bit just because of the pressure and it being done really fast. But I would say overall it was a pretty good experience. I would be kind of curious because I know like people have differing opinions on this, but just like on the topics of on the topic of tattoos, I personally am not about getting like any like romantic tattoos. I feel like you'd have to be together for like a really long time for me to do that. I feel like it kind of jinxes things. And I know some people do it, like for example, like my uncle, he's been married to my aunt for a long time, and he got his wedding ring tattooed, and like I respect that, but I don't know, like when the reason I'm bringing it up is because when we were at the tattoo shop, there was a couple that came in and she was like, oh, I want to get my boyfriend's initials tattooed on me and he's gonna do the same. And I was just like cringing because I feel like, I don't know, it feels like it's bad luck. And if you've done that, like I'm not trying to judge you at all because I get it. Like love can be crazy. Love can make you do things, and like every relationship is different, and who am I to judge, because maybe you are gonna stay together forever, but I don't know. I'm not about that life. Like I got a tattoo at the same time as my boyfriend, and like I think that was fun. Like I will remember it as like we got tattoos together, but we didn't get like matching tattoos or anything like that. I don't know. I know one time I definitely accidentally put my foot in my mouth, but to be fair, I was like in high school, and I was in front of my best friend's stepdad, and I was like, oh, I would never get someone's name tattooed on me. And then like the next time I saw him take his watch off, I saw that he had like an ex-girlfriend's name. I was like, ooh, big oof. So yeah, like I said, curious if you guys would do it, what your thoughts are. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll change my mind, but that's just how I feel at the moment. I'm so excited to put this palette on my eyes. You don't even know. Just like hurry up. Need to do my eyebrows so I can do that shimmer, because when I swatched it, I was actually shooketh to the core. Okay, anyways, enough being judgy. I have 2 more tattoos that I got very recently. So the first one is this one right here. I know like a few of you have commented, ooh, I got a little raw strap mark, but I literally love it so much. So this was probably my most spontaneous tattoo because my boyfriend had some training and he was like out of town for a few weeks. Honestly, I was very bored. I was like, I just want to go get tattooed. Like that's what I want to do. And I don't know what tattoo I want. I just know that I need a new tattoo. And like I was thinking about this like in the bathroom, like ready to shower, just like looking at my body, like where is the next tattoo gonna be? I don't know. Then like I got into the shower and I looked at the body wash, which is lavender because I really like lavender, and there was like a really pretty lavender flower on it, and I was like, there's my next tattoo. And then I was at the tattoo shop like the next day. And it was actually a really cool experience. Well, it was embarrassing to start off with because like I went to sit into the tattoo artist chair and I sat at the end and I didn't realize just like how unbalanced they are, and me and the entire chair went toppling over. And like at first I thought the tattoo artist was like annoyed with me because he like looked at the seat and like just motioned for me to sit down at the other end, and I was like, oh my god, like this is gonna be terrible, this is gonna be so awkward, like why did I do that? But then he told me that he didn't speak English, and I was like, bitch, okay. And I was like, I speak a little bit of Spanish. So I told him that in Spanish, and it was such a good experience because I've been working on my Spanish for a while, and speaking Spanish with my boyfriend and his family. I feel like I'm getting a lot more confident, but a lot of times, like if there's something that I don't know how to say or if I get lost, like I always have my boyfriend there and he's able to like quickly, you know, bail me out, help me figure out like the miscommunication or whatever word I'm missing, or, you know, like I always have someone there to help me. And in this moment I didn't. It was just me and the tattoo artist, and he did not speak any English at all. And we actually ended up having a conversation for like a good hour and a half, the entire duration of the tattoo, with very minimal moments of like not understanding, or like, you know, I mean, obviously sometimes I'm like, hey, can you repeat that? Can you say that again? Not quite sure where you're going with that. But I felt very, very proud of myself. It was an unexpected confidence booster. Oh my goodness. Lauren, I owe you my life. This is so beautiful. Like that's the kind of shimmer I want all over my lid for the rest of my life, pretty much. Okay, not to be dramatic, but god damn it. I love how it turned out. I feel like it's so cute and feminine, and I don't know, part of me almost wishes that I had like the same thing on the other side, like, you know, like a little like matching moment. But I'm like, is it too late to decide that? Like I already did this one. Like, I don't know. I feel like that could potentially be cute, but then at the same time, like there's so many things I want to do. Like, should I use more space for the same thing? I don't know. Okay, so that brings us to my last tattoo, my most recent tattoo, which actually ended up being less than a week after this one, because it was the same tattoo artist. And when I was in the chair, we were talking about different tattoos, and I told him about the tattoo that my mom and I have been wanting to get together, and it ended up being my mom, my sister, and I, we all got a matching tattoo. So that is this one, my little heart made out of cattails, and it's actually based off of a picture that we took of our two cats that have both now passed away. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. So we had Mocha. He was like my baby. I got him when I was like 6 years old. I mean, technically they both came into my life when I was 6, but Mocha was specifically like my Christmas present, and he was just the best cat ever. He passed away in 2020, I believe, and it was really, really hard for me. Like, I've been wanting to get this tattoo for a long time, but like I couldn't have even talked about it then. Like every time I even thought about him, I would just break out in tears. And then his older brother, Mischief, actually ended up living for a really long time. He didn't pass away until last year, and he was almost 20 years old. And they're both buried together now, and they've got their little headstones. And yeah, we knew we wanted to do this tattoo in honor of them, because like those cats meant so much to all of us. And yeah, they were just like a huge part of my life for a long time. And is anyone else just mad that like animals only live for like a part of our lives? Like, it feels really, really unfair. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, this one did not hurt at all. Like nothing. Like the least painful tattoo I've ever had. I was shook. This one didn't hurt at first, but then like the longer time went on, the more it hurt, just because of the shading. Wait, oh my god, you guys, I completely forgot a tattoo. What's wrong with me? I missed one. Okay, so before these two, there's one more. I'm almost done. All I need to do like real quick is my lips, but my wow, I was trying to go in order, and I even told you guys I got a tattoo with my boyfriend, and then I didn't show you it, and I didn't tell you the story, but it's my biggest tattoo, and probably maybe my favorite. So it's my bull right here, which, sure, it's pulling up. I got for my birthday, and it is like a Taurus inspired moment, because I'm a Taurus and I'm proud and I love it. And I just feel like the artist did such a good job with like the lining, the shading, like the flowers are so beautiful. Like I just absolutely love how it turned out. And I feel like it's like so like feminine and like badass at the same time. It's all the vibes, and I love taking pictures like this. And I feel like my little tattoo right there, I don't know, I think it's so cute. So yeah, I think that's definitely my favorite tattoo, zero regrets. And it was also very spontaneous, because I knew I wanted to get something Taurus inspired, like for my birthday. I thought it would be fun. And originally I was looking at like the little like Taurus like star sign, like the actual like star. But then I was like, that's so small. And I was like, I want something with a little more like something to it. And then I was looking at different bowls and I came across this one. And like originally I was thinking of doing it smaller, but then like the tattoo shop was like, I don't know, like I feel like for this area, like this is a good size. And I agreed, and now I love it. Like, it's just, it makes me so happy. I got it at the worst timing though, because it was like right before summer and I like had to wear sunscreen constantly and keep it covered up and not go swimming, and it was a whole thing, but I love it. I truly, truly love it. I think it's so cute. Okay, so my hair is literally crazy right now. I don't know that I even want to let it down. Actually, we're gonna go back to the bun. Just not the vibe today. I'm just feeling lazy. I don't want to do anything to it. I really want more tattoos, obviously. Can you tell that I'm passionate about them? But the next piece that I want to do for sure is like a really like big floral moment like on my hip, like down my thigh. Like I want to do like a big tattoo because almost everything else I've done has been pretty small. Ready for like a little bit something bigger, but like also nervous, but I'm about it. I'm like already like trying to think of like what I can wear, like to be very conservative because I'm shy. My goal is to get it for my birthday this year, but we'll see how it goes. So this is the finished look. I love how it turned out. I mean, I just did very, very simple glowy skin, this eyeshadow palette, like these two colors together, I could see being an absolute staple. I don't know if I told you, but I used the Alamar Dímelo Cantando lip gloss, which is such a pretty mauve. So I hope you enjoyed the video and getting to learn all about my tattoos. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!